What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Baddog here with another New York Giants video. I just did a video a few hours ago kind of saying the Giants were going to make any really big free agent splashes. Well, for the simple fact that we really don't have a lot of money. And now it comes out that the Giants have signed former Colts guard Mark Glowinski to a 3-year, $20 million deal with $11.4 million guaranteed. Some people had to go on my video and go, "You're wrong. Oh, we just signed this guy." I mean, listen, this is really good for the Giants' offensive line depth. He's probably going to take over for Will Hernandez. He can play some right guard, some left guard. His PFF grade was 70.1. He's a solid addition, and let's hope that he stays healthy. He hasn't missed a game in 2 years, and we certainly need the offensive line help. But let's get real. When I talk about big-name free agent splashes, I'm talking about the ability to spend $50, $60, $70 million like we did last year. I'm not talking about a 3-year, $20 million deal. That's not what I was talking about. But some people think $20 million, I guess $20 million is a big deal to somebody like me. But in the grand scheme of things, it isn't a huge signing. But this may be the only signing that the Giants can make. Obviously, this is big, though. Like I said, we need offensive line help. I still expect help in the trenches in the draft. I mean, this is a thing that has plagued us for years. It plagued us before Gettleman got here. It plagued us while Gettleman was here, and it's still plaguing us to this day. Hopefully, Joe Shane and company can get it together, and we can protect, Daniel Jones. Hopefully, I don't know if Saquon Barkley's going to be here or not, because, again, there's been a lot of rumors he's going to stay. He's going to get traded or whatever. So whatever the hell our backfield is going into 2022, we're obviously going to need to protect these, protect the quarterback. We're going to need to open up holes for the running back. This is just things that have to be done. We have to start winning in the trenches. We haven't won on either side of the football. So, again, this is a good move for the Giants. There's no doubt about that, because we need some offensive line help. We really have so many question marks going into the season outside of Andrew Thomas. But obviously this gives the Giants some nice depth there. And it's actually not even depth. It's going to give us a starter either at right or left guard. So this is, like I said, this is a good move for the Giants. There's no doubt about that. But I do like when people misconstrue, or, obviously people have a different opinion of what I think is a big free agent signing. When I'm talking about spending a lot of money in free agency, I honestly didn't think the Giants had this kind of salary cap to even go out and get Glowinski for $20 million. But obviously the Giants still have a lot of moves to make. They may restructure some more contracts. They may trade Saquon Barkley. They may trade James Bradbury. There's a lot of things that the Giants can do to free up some cap space. But obviously, man, we are still strapped for cash. I do like this signing quite a bit for the New York Giants, because, again, I mean, anytime you can get some offensive line help, we certainly need it. And Joe Shane has come out and pretty much said that he wants to fix the offensive line. Now, we heard this once before, and we know that Gettleman did go out his first year and spend a lot of money on Nate Solder, who was the best available left tackle in free agency, and he was a failure here. And one thing you guys got to realize, and maybe people don't understand this, or maybe this is just me, because Lord knows I'm wrong a lot. It is what it is, right? When you bring in linemen, it's great to get bigger name linemen. It's obviously good to sign big, free agents, or like I said, is effective linemen. There's no doubt about that. But one thing that, you got to understand when you bring in linemen to a new team is the linemen have to work with one another. Like, the linemen have to get chemistry. They got to get unity. They got to get on the same page. They have to work off of one another. Just because you bring in a guy that was good with the Indianapolis Colts, who had one of the best lines in football, doesn't necessarily mean that he will have the same success here. All we can hope for is that he does and has better success with the New York Giants, because our offensive line has been absolutely pathetic for the better part of 10 years, which is why we really aren't winning a lot of games. Like I said, we're not winning up front on the offensive line. We're not winning up front on the defensive line. It'll be very interesting to see if the Giants do make any moves going forward, if they make these trades. And again, I just am excited about the draft. I'm just very curious about which direction we're going. Are we going to go a defensive lineman and an offensive lineman? Are we going to go 2 O-linemen? Are we going to take the best available player at 5 and trade 7 back? Are we going to take Kyle Hamilton? Are they going to trade back and get a quarterback? Who knows? I mean, this is why the guessing game at this point is so much fun, and there's so much speculation that goes on during this time of the football season. And, you finally have stuff to talk about as far as the New York Giants go. But again, I mean, Glowinski's going to help the Giants, definitely. He's an upgrade over anything else we had. He's an upgrade over Will Hernandez for sure. We don't know what Shane Lemieux is going to be, if he's even going to come back. We don't know what's going on with Nick Gates. Obviously had a serious leg injury last year. So, it is what it is. But I do like the signing for the Giants. And again, according to NJ.com, this could be their only big splash as far as like a pretty good amount of salary, because again, Gettleman left us in a really precarious situation with the cap. But Joe Shane and company are doing what they can to improve the line, and they're going to do what they can to improve this team with the little cap they have in free agency. But like I said in the video earlier, I truly believe that the New York Giants are going to have to really build in the draft this year. And again, we'll see if they trade Bradbury. We'll see if they trade Saquon. There's a lot of things that can happen from here until the draft and during the draft. And like I said, if the Giants do anything, I'll obviously make a video about it. At least I'll try to make a video about it. But like I said, I like the signing, and I didn't think the Giants even had it in them to make this signing. So I was pleasantly surprised when I read that they went out there and got Glowinski from the Indianapolis Colts to try to shore up our offensive line. So, as always, guys, I do appreciate you watching. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you like this signing? Do you think he's going to help the New York Giants? Do you think that the New York Giants are done now? Do you think that they make the trades? Do you think that they go out there and sign another offensive lineman as a free agent? Where do you think they go if they decide to go more free agents? Which position do you think that the Giants are going to address? What position do you think that they need to address? Like I said, there's so many questions here with the New York Giants going into 2022 and with a brand new regime. It's going to be very interesting to see exactly which direction they go. But either way, I think that the Giants have got to shore up the offensive and defensive lines first. I know a lot of people are talking about Kyle Hamilton. I was in Philly 500 stream earlier. They're like, why don't you want Kyle Hamilton? I said, because I feel like you have to build a team from the inside out, and that starts at the line of scrimmage. And then you work your way out towards your safeties. But I just don't think that a safety at number 7 for the Giants is the appropriate pick. It doesn't mean if they went Kyle Hamilton or Sauce Gardner's a corner, but if they went in the secondary, I mean, it's not my preference, but I'm not going to sit here and throw a fit like I did when they drafted Daniel Jones. Now, if the Giants drafted Kenny Pickett at 5 or 7, well, then, maybe I'd have an adverse reaction to that pick. But like I said, man, I'm interested to see exactly what Joe Shane and company do going forward. I was pleasantly surprised with this signing. And again, I know it's like 6 weeks away, but I just can't wait for the freaking draft. Let me know what you think in the comments section. As always, thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. It's Bad Diggity Dizzle, and I'm out. Peace.